AI is the ability of a computer program or machine to think and learn. Now, it is a study where you try to make the computer fast, smart, okay? And for different people, AI is different for different people, and it also depends on your model and your understanding. Now, there are two types of AI. One is called the strong AI, and the other is called the weak AI. Now, if you see the media, there is a debate going on. One is between owner of Telsa. Telsa is a self-driving car, and Mark Zuckerberg. What he says, sorry, Elon Musk. What he says is, we have to be careful of AI. Okay. Now, Elon Musk has been using AI for his self-driving cars. Okay. And then we have Mark Zuckerberg, who's using Facebook, who has created Facebook, and his Facebook uses algorithm to identify people from the photos. So they are using AI for that, and what he is saying is AI is just going to make your life better, and doomsday scenarios are pretty irresponsible. Now, what happens is, the problem is, when he thinks only in terms of software or computers. The problem arises once when a lot of other fields comes into AI, like whatever field it is, let's say biology, then there is physics. These all factors are going to impact the AI, and then what would happen is the strong AI would be created. So let's first understand what is the strong AI and what is this weak AI. The strong AI, it's supposed to be conscious of itself. Okay, it can think independently, it doesn't require any training, and it will learn itself and do things. So this is called strong AI, but luckily till now nothing is strong AI, nothing is strong AI. And then we have something called the weak AI. So in weak AI we can see this self-driving cars, example of weak AI, Facebook algorithms, where it identifies your photo and your friends. Then there is language translation services, voice to text conversion. This is all example of weak AI. And you know, the machine winning games like chess, go, etc. These are all examples of weak AI. Next is we'll understand some of the leaders in the industry and what they are doing in AI. First is Google. Google has used TensorFlow. TensorFlow is an API for machine learning, and we have something called DeepMind. Okay, DeepMind. What is DeepMind? Let's understand what is DeepMind. DeepMind is a company which are leaders in AI. They have been understanding the brain, science of the mind, and everything, and combining it with the computers. And this company has been taken over by Google. Since Google has taken over this company, Google will have a big edge in AI. Next company we have of interest is IBM, and IBM has been doing AI from the period of 1950. The knowledge of this has been used by now what it has, one of the best thing it has done is it has won the game of Jeopardy, which has been done in US, which is a game of quiz. It's a very hard game of quiz where one person wins the game. So this IBM, Dr. Watson, has won this game. So by doing that, what has happened is it has created a new milestone for AI, where it could answer quiz questions and win the game. So it could behave like a human, and AI machine is supposed to always behave like a human. So that is a proper AI, example of a proper AI. Okay. Now IBM's Watson technology has been used for financial research making and for cancer research. It has, the best thing about this AIs are these APIs are available, and you can use these APIs in your computer program. Also, IBM has pushed AI by hardware level by removing chips. Now it has removed a new chip called IBM 2 North Neurosynaptic System. The advantage of this chip is it has got the power of a supercomputer, and the battery, the power it requires is that of a battery, and the size is small as a stamp. So these all things are going to impact AI. Next is the other companies are like Apple. Apple is for Siri voice activation. Then we have got Amazon, Microsoft Cortana, and they are all have released APIs Now Amazon Echo, what it does is, suppose you have text based data, you can type something and it will be converted to voice, and main thing is it can be converted to any language which you specify. So this is possible through Amazon Echo. So this is an important technology to know, so it will help you in your AI projects. Oracle is also into AI. How? Because of its technology called adaptive technology, whereby what it's doing is it has huge data got huge data, and from this data it is able to give you recommendation. So that is the idea behind Oracle's AI and also Salesforce AI. So all the big companies are using already the facilities of AI to provide you AI facilities. Next is, what are the skills you require to make an impact in artificial intelligence? So you are supposed to know maths and have a statistics skills. Functional knowledge of any industry will always help you out. You need to know Python or any other programming language. You need to know, if you know neurology, the concept of neurology, biology, genetics are all useful, and because you can make an app depending on your knowledge. Next is, let's understand the components of AI. The components of AI are machine language, computer vision, deep learning and NLP. Okay, so these are the components of AI. Okay, so we got machine language, computer vision, deep learning and NLP. What is machine language? Machine language is the first component, was the older form of AI was only machine language. Now in machine language, what it does is it studies structured data, and then it gives you solutions, it gives you prediction. So it keeps on studying the data, and there are certain algorithms like supervised learning, unsupervised learning, and then it is able to give you the output. But now what has happened is the advanced form of machine learning is called deep learning. Now in deep learning, what happens is in machine learning you read structured data. Structured data means data. I'll just show you an example of structured data. Okay. Structured data. This is a company name of the person, what book it is, etc., etc. So that is an example of structured data, and machine language is good for that. But now if you have data in videos and that needs to be read, then you use deep learning. And also if you have data is huge, then you can use deep learning. Also there is a concept of NLP. NLP is natural language processing, and what it is understanding the ability of artificial intelligence computer to understand your language, understand it, or convert your text into written form. These are all components of NLP. Now again, let's see the slide and we can know more about artificial intelligence, and we can see machine learning can be either be unsupervised or supervised. Supervised means you have the data and you can give conditions. Let's say I want to see all salary of people whose salary is more than 5,000 rupees. Okay, so that would be an example of supervised learning. The condition, the rule is given by you. Second sort of learning is called unsupervised learning. This unsupervised learning is also interesting, whereby the computer using certain algorithms are able to learn things. So this is an example of unsupervised learning. So what happens is it will study the data, it will identify patterns, and there are various algorithms for unsupervised learning, and the most interesting people are for unsupervised learning. Next is we have something called deep learning. In deep learning what happens is you have data in video of pictures. Even that data can be processed in deep learning. You need a very powerful computer when you are using deep learning. Next is we have something called natural language processing. Okay, now what it does is it converts your sound to text, it understands your text, and recognizes images, videos, everything, and that is called natural language processing. So let me just show you an example of which companies are using natural language processing. Have you heard of Wordsmith? Now this particular software, what it does is it makes stories from the existing data available. Okay, and this is very useful. This is a product used by Associated Press. Now this Associated Press is a press company. Okay, so what they do is they read the data, they get the data from different sources and make a story. So they are using the advances of NLP to achieve the goal. NLP means natural language processing. Now let's understand the factors impacting AI. Huge data, cloud, huge data. Because of huge data, systems are able to train itself, improve itself. Then because of cloud, they are able to get more powerful CPU power. And also huge data, again Internet of Things, because of which huge data is again further available. APIs. Now because of the APIs, your program itself, even though has no AI, can start using AI. GPU is another thing whereby you don't need huge processors. All because of a GPU, the number of processors required would be lesser, and so you can use it for deep learning. You got it, right? Now machine learning, you understood, is learns data from data, and machine learning are two types of, that is, one is supervised learning and the other is called non-supervised learning. Now while we are using machine learning, what happens is it tries to find patterns in data. You use various mathematical techniques to understand the data. Now they can either be Bayesian probability, logical reasons, regressions, and various sort of trainings are involved in it, whereby the computer itself is training the machine by understanding the data. Now next is something called neural network. Machine language also uses neural network. What is neural network? Is understanding the human brain. It's a network made after understanding the human brain. So for example, if you see some car, okay, you see a car. So what happens is the car's different parts are taken by different parts of your brain. Different parts. Let's say the edges are taken by this particular neuron. Then the motion is detected by this particular neuron, and that's how the car is being detected. So what has the computer scientist done is understood the brain, how the brain operates. Like say one more thing, this is neuron. Neuron is the place where the functions of, which does various functions of the brain, and these lines which you see are called synapses. Synapses are something where message goes from one place to another. So through that, what they have done is they have created something called neural network. What it does is, suppose there is a car going on, and the computer can identify a car. Actually, how is it possible? See, what happens is the data about each components of the vehicle is sent to the computer. It's gone through the input layer, and once when it goes to the input layer, it can go in bits. Let's say it could be either be in zeros or ones. Now when it goes inside, it goes through an hidden layer, and then it goes to the output layer. Okay, so it goes through an input layer, and then it goes to an output layer. It goes through various layers from inside, and this is called neural network. So what they have done is they have actually used the concept of the brain for this sort of algorithm, which we will be discussing later because time doesn't permit us now much on this. And then let's understand the future of strong AI. For stronger AI, we need to understand more about quantum physics, development of quantum computers, quantum physics will all result in developing a better artificial intelligence system. So might be the new system, since it's conscious, might be using certain biological process. Anything is possible, because that is possible, because and that would be called as artificial intelligence, because these computers are able to think for itself. So various developments are going to happen, and that's it for now. Thank you.